What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is all about the new champions, Leinster. Well done on winning the European Champions Cup, beating Racing 15-12. What an exciting, intense, close game. I think it caught us all a little bit off guard because of how close it was. Both teams wanting it so much, both teams really giving it all. I mean, Leinster getting into Racing's half, and then they defend it well. The ball gets killed. Truly immense stuff. It's what a final is all about. Tense, closeness, lots of tackles, lots of passion within the teams. You could see it when Leinster won, how proud they were, how happy they were, how relieved they were, I suppose. But it just sums up in the story of Ireland's story that they're currently on. They truly are looking incredible. They're an amazing team with amazing players. And the scary thing is their team is the players in the team are young. They got so much ahead of them, and as they develop and grow and get better, we're just gonna see Irish rugby just continue to dominate. But let's not take anything away from Racing. They played outstanding. They were there. The kicking was on point. I'm a fan of tries. I like to see tries in a final, but it summed up how close both teams were with each other. You don't often see low point scoring or no tries. It reminded me a lot of 2007 when Springboks beat England to win the Rugby World Cup. A lot of kicking. Your kickers need to be on par. Both kickers for Leinster were outstanding. Sexton once again showing why he's so good. I feel for Racing because Dan Carter ruled out with a hamstring injury, which for me was sad. I think he would have been a key element into maybe helping Racing win. He's experienced, he's talented, but unfortunately he just couldn't end off in Europe on a good note, so he was ruled out. Patrick Lambie getting a knee injury. So from a fly-off point of view, they were in a lot of trouble. And I think going forward, there's talks of, I think, big money being spent on in order to get them a very good fly half. So from that point of view, it was unfortunate. As I said, I've put out some key players for Racing, and they're a good team, and they showed a lot of determination, passion within the game, and they had the opportunity. They were in the lead for a bit, and they had the momentum was there. But unfortunately, just the penalties cost them and allowed Leinster the opportunity to go ahead and kick. But credit to Spain as well for hosting such an awesome final. The crowd was electric. You could sense the passion within, even watching on a TV screen. It was just amazing stuff, and it's just once again showing what a Northern Hemisphere rugby is all about. The passion, the intensity, the electricity within the stadium. It was truly amazing, and I think for all the fans there, they definitely got their money's worth. Obviously, in rugby, we all want to see a try, as I said, but it proved once again how close the game was, how passionate the teams were, how much they wanted it, and again, just ending off a good story for Ireland on the note of how well they're doing and how well they're progressing. And there's still lots more rugby to go. We've got the Pro 14 coming up. I will be doing predictions video for that. We've also got the Viva Championship. So rugby's still flowing. Premiership, sorry. And then the internationals. Ireland take on Australia, South Africa, and England, New Zealand, France. So much rugby installed for us, so make sure you are subscribed, guys, so you can keep up to date with all the rugby that's coming up. But once again, credit to Stuart Lancaster for also becoming victorious as coach. He's had a rough ride when he got fired from England. I know it put a lot of strain on his family and obviously friends because of the pressure. I mean, it's a tough job coaching an international team, and when your team's losing, I mean, death threats, all that stuff piles up on you, and it can affect you mentally, physically, and all that stuff. So I'm happy for him that he's ended on a good note. It's a big win, we saw some exciting rugby coming out of this European Champions Cup. And again, it shows the level of rugby that's being played in the Northern Hemisphere. So credit to all the teams that took part in this championship. It just really was magnificent to watch, and magnificent to see. For me, the top moments are pretty much all of them. For me, what was a highlight in this cup, in this championship, was just the way the running rugby is developing and growing. We see it a lot with New Zealand. For me, as a Southern Hemisphere person, running rugby is so exciting. I hate this when they play ping pong and kick to the one end and then kick to the other. It just gets a bit annoying and boring. I want to see running. I want to see breaks being made. I want to see hard tackles. I want to see these guys going there, giving it their all. And I want to see this kicking shit, because it's rubbish, man. And it's boring. And it was good to see some hard play. I mean, when teams can't score tries, it means they're defending well. The ball's getting killed a lot. It means there's so much pressure. Both teams giving it their all, wanting to get out there and come out on top and win the cup. And as I said in the previous video, a final, you can't just predict one team. I mean, obviously you can, but we saw it last night. It's anyone's game in a final, because they both want the championship just as much. I mean, if we go back, let's face it, a lot of us saw Munster being in this final, an all-Irish final, just because of the talent within the teams. But credit to Racing for coming out there, for dominating Munster, for giving Leinster a good run for their money, and showing that French rugby is also on the rise, and developing. Obviously not a lot of French people in there because there's a few internationals, but it's just showing the quality of rugby. A final, anything can happen. Anyone can score a try. Anyone can kick a penalty. And in a situation like that, people get nervous, and then something happens, and then a last-minute penalty. I mean, we were tied up in the 70th minute, 9-9. And then kick here, kick there. And then eventually Leinster taking it. I think it was the 77th, 78th minute. So it was close. It was exciting. It was a final, I think, that we could walk away with. For me, I was buggered after the game, because it was just so tense. And for an outsider enjoying it, it was even more exciting to watch, just because you could see how much these players wanted it. And when they won, you saw Sexton's face. He was over the moon. I think he still said in the press conference, "I can't believe we're champions." And I mean, for that, it's so awesome to see how much it means to these players. And for Racing, I feel for them. You could see the players were upset. They were shattered, because they knew they had the opportunity to do this. They could have won. But unfortunately, it just wasn't their year. And maybe next year. But it was awesome to see how much the players wanted. Passion in sport goes so far. And when you see the emotions on players, that makes me enjoy it even more, because you just know that they're playing for, one, the love of the game, and they're playing for their fans, they're playing for their families and friends, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So, well done, Champions Cup. I am excited, and I can't wait to get started watching this tournament next year. It was really amazing. I'll be recapping and predicting it from the start. So wherever you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So much rugby still to come. Might be the end of a Champions Cup, but there's so much more to come. So make sure, guys, you subscribe. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're already nearly there. Over, I think, 1,400 to go now. So it's been amazing. The support in this past week has been incredible. The support overall on this channel has been amazing, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not an expert. I'm just a fan who loves to share my knowledge, my thoughts, suggestions with you guys, and meeting you guys or getting to know you guys in the comment section is also awesome for me. I mean, to be able to talk to people in Ireland, England, New Zealand, Australia, even my own country, South Africa, all over the world, it's so awesome so that I can create content for you guys that you enjoy. And again, I make mistakes, you've seen it, But it's awesome to interact with you guys, and thank you once again for your support. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, as I said, make sure you subscribe. So much content still to come. So much rugby still to come. Next week's a busy week, guys. We've got Pro 14. I'm going to predict the Aviva Premiership semis as well. We've got previews of the internationals coming up. So much is coming. Hit that subscribe button and join the family. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great week. I hope you've recovered after this. I think a few headaches in Ireland, definitely from the celebrations of the game. So well done to Leinster, the new champions of Europe. So credit to them. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.